Hello Foxglove friends. So today, as you can see, I've gone for a bit of an unconventional choosing your card display. And I was just led by spirit to do this, so I'm rolling with it, people. We are going to look at what is coming for you in the week ahead. So pile 1 timestamp is this section. This section here. So we've got the orange calcite crystal wand here. We've got the clear quartz, and we've got this lovely tree picture. I don't know what's under here yet. That's going to be a surprise. Pile 2 is this lovely picture of these two people with the sodalite wand and the clear quartz wand. And pile 3 is this lovely picture here with the pink quartz wand and the amethyst wand just there. So that's pile 3. So just see which one you're drawn to and then pop on to the timestamps in the description, and your reading will await, Foxglove friends. I hope you enjoy. Thanks for watching. Hello, pal 1. Welcome to today's reading with me, Rosalind. This is Foxglove Coaching Spiritual Guidance. I'm hoping very strongly that you can't hear the washing machine in the background. Luna's asleep, so all is well, and you have picked this beautiful compilation of crystals and cards. So let us start off. Where should we start? Let's start with orange calcite. Orange calcite is a fantastic crystal. Absolutely. I'm going to try and make sure you can see that. Let's hope it's not blurry. See if my phone tunes into that. It's brilliant for enabling emotional intelligence within you. So if you've it alleviates depression, it helps to revigorate you, it helps with willpower. So if you're kind of venturing into something new, it's a really positive stone to help keep you going. You know, like if you've been trying to do something for ages, or if you've got a bit down with life, or if you're just feeling a bit like, oh, is this it then? Which can happen to all of us at different stages in our life. It helps to reinvigorate you, helps to give you willpower, helps with study if you're doing some intellectual pursuits. It's a bit like the sunshine. It's a bit like the sunshine crystal, really, in a lot of ways, because it can connect to the lower chakras, the sacral chakra and the solar plexus, so helps us understand our emotions, you know, joins the mind and the emotions up, so the intellect, which is why it gives the emotional intelligence. But it also helps to, now then, what have I not said? I'm just thinking, it's, it clears negativity. If you have it in a room, it instantly clears negativity. So with crystals, always put them in the light of the full moon, because that re-energizes them. And if you put them in the sun, being careful that they don't get too hot, because some of them amplify the energy and can start fires and things, so just be careful of that. But if you put them in the sunlight, that can take all the energy out of them if you want them to be cleansed. So it's best if you can cleanse them first and then stick them in the moonlight of a full moon. Obviously, some crystals you have to be careful putting in water, but this one is fine, so you can give it a nice good wash and that'll make it happy and cheer it up. So let's pop that on there. Now, the clear quartz is also about adding energy. I forgot to say, this is very good for the bones as well. If you have any issues with calcium or just for joints and things, it's a good crystal for that. Yes, this magnifies the energy of this. So you've got really positive energy coming in this week that is going to kind of clear anything negative, make you feel more alive, make you feel happier, spring you to life. So let's have a look what's in the actual cards and we can join that all up. So that's jolly nice. The tree there, that looks very full of life is what I want to say. So this one says, a blessed gift. Something beautiful soon manifests. Trust that all is unfolding in the most perfect way for you and all concerned. Have faith and continue to hold positive and loving thoughts. A blessed gift is on its way. Wow, that's almost like the 9 months of pregnancy where you're waiting and then by the end you're like, I've had enough of waiting. Is it ever coming? This beautiful gift of the new soul on our planet. That can be represented in the sense of a new project. Perhaps you've been waiting. Perhaps you've been working towards something for a long time. Like I said, this crystal can really support with clearing any stagnant energy. If you've been feeling like you've been waiting for a long time, I think a lot of this is about keep being hopeful, pile one, because don't give up yet on whatever you're hoping will come true. There's going to be things happening this week that are going to support that. So the surprise card is the daffodil, which comes out in the spring when we've got, and it says rebirth and new beginnings. New beginnings are often disguised as painful endings. So if you have had a tough time and you've needed to clear away negativity, do not be afraid, pile one, because positive things are coming for you now. And that's all starting this week. So, wow, what a tremendous start to the reading. How marvellous. Now, I'm going to move all these over just so that we can get some more cards, because we're not done yet. I think that's a great start already, though, pile one. Sounds like you're going to have a very exciting week ahead. So, let's have a look. What's going on, Spirit, for pile one? What's going on for pile one this week, in this week ahead? So we've just had that massive super full moon in Aries, which will have jump-started a few different things and put you into different energy. 7, yeah, okay, lovely. So this again is reiterating what's being said here about keeping the faith. So the 7 of Pentacles is very much about you've started to sow the seeds of what you're doing. Don't give up. Keep going. It is happening. Even if, so you can always work with me as a life coach, because I've been through this, and there's points where you're trying to achieve something and you can get to despondency. Or if you want to book in for a one-to-one reading with me, just check it out on www.foxglovecoaching.com. But don't give up yet, pile one. Have faith. Renew your faith. If you're tired, cleanse your energy. Have salt baths. Rest where you can. Just because if you get really tired, what you'll find is that your energy is depleted and you start thinking more negatively, and that's the point where you go, oh heck, I'm sick of going through this. I'm tired of waiting. Yeah, there might have been a lot of difficult things going on. 10 of Swords can be about people behaving in a not very nice way to you. If you've had to, with what you've been doing, you may have had to come to realizations within different relationships, whether it's friendships or work colleagues or different things like that, where maybe it's not gone as nicely as you would have hoped it. And I might be putting that lightly for some of you, but that's coming to an end now. You're coming to the point where something you've applied your logical mind to is coming to fruition. So this is all for this week, pile one. I feel like you need to say to Spirit, please give me something that is going to show me that I'm on the right track, that's going to boost my energy, boost my morale, give me a little bit of something to cheer me up along this process, because, you know, if you're waiting for something new to take place, you might be actually, because it's also to do with the intellect and it's rebirth and new beginnings, it might be to do with study. You know, if you're starting the new year at university or things like that. So that might be for some of you. But it's very much about keeping the faith that you are on the right path. Opportunities. So this is very good. Let's have a look what else we've got coming up. So we've also got do some research is coming out. You need more information about this situation. So that actually is somebody studying, if it is, you know, related to what I just mentioned. Look into it further before proceeding. So keep looking, whatever you're working on, keep studying and researching and being able to shift and change with what you're doing, and look at what other people are doing who are doing a similar thing to you, so that for those who've been successful with it, you can model their behaviours and things that they're doing. Spirit, what else is happening for Pile 1 this week, please? Well, okay. Business venture. This is direct. Trust and follow through on a new business idea or career opportunity. Okay, so you've really got a lot. There's a lot coming through for you, Pile 1, about the fact that it's important to keep going at this. Don't lose momentum. If you need to cancel other things this week to have a big push with your energy on what you're trying to achieve from a business venture perspective, or if there's a project that you're trying to complete, cancel other things. So that, and don't worry about what other people are saying. If there's any judgments or anything like that, don't worry about that. That's only going to bring you down. Clear away negativity. You know, this orange calcite is here to help you with that. Allow yourself to tune into the energy of that, to clear away any worries about how people are judging you, or if anybody doesn't believe in you, or naysayers. You know, we go through such a lot when we're trying to when we're a visionary and we're trying to achieve something that we really want to put out there into the world. We not only need to take practical action, so researching, applying our energy. You know, a lot of the time, the pentacles can be money, but pentacles is often representative of how we're applying our energy to something as well. Don't give up is the key for this week. Spirit, what else is going on for Pile 1, please, this week? This is a strong message to you, Pile 1. Your desires fully manifest as the flowers begin to bloom. So I like this because we've got a lot of spring energy in this reading. So you might be in the southern hemisphere. That will be interesting. If you are, it's happening now, folks. We've got the daffodils of spring and we've got spring here. But I think this is also representative of the fact that as you start something new, you're in the energy of spring. So it might be that it comes to full manifestation during spring. So everything that you're working on now might actually come to fruition in spring next year, or even the year after, if you really, you know, if it's a very long project. But it's also about that spring energy that you're bringing into. So you might feel in that spring energy of new life this week as we're coming into this week. Let me see what else is coming for you. Pile 1. Spirit, what else is coming in for Pile 1, please? A new life awaits with what you're doing here. cardinal. The polarities of your spiritual pursuits and physical pleasures are out of balance, so do whatever is necessary to bring them back into equilibrium. Okay, that makes a lot of sense because of the orange calcite crystal. So make sure that you are nourishing and nurturing yourself as you go through this process. It's important when we're birthing something into reality, pal one. It's really important that we not only have physical exercise, going outside in nature to ground yourself, to clear your mind so that you're not just living in your mind all the time, which this research bit could represent. Spend time with friends where you can, or make sure that you're, doing meditations to breathe. So honour the soul element of you. If you're tired, have a rest so that you've got the energy to keep applying to this. The energy in this reading, pal one, is really, really lovely. I feel like there's really, really good things here for you. You're there. You might have been waiting for ages and you might be at the last hurdle where you're going, oh my goodness, is this going to happen or not? Are we going to finish this? Is this going to come to fruition? Are we going to complete this? Just keep going. This week, it's going to come into action. You're going to get something coming through that's going to support you, knowing that this is the right decision and that you're on the right path to give you that little bit of boost. And I'm going to ask Spirit, all your spirit guides and your ancestors, as you're listening and watching to this, please can you help my foxglove friend to have a sign or to bring something in that really supports what they're trying to achieve, to give them a motivational boost to know that they're in the right place and going in the right direction. And where the research is required, please support my foxglove friend to find the information they need quickly and easily, so that this process is easier for them. And I say that to your spirit guides and to your ancestors with love and gratitude in my heart. So, pal one, I would like to get some additional information for you, advice-wise. Let's have a look. Right, so what an exciting time. Do you know what? Sometimes, pal one, these things seem like an exciting time, but they're also really scary sometimes. You can worry that whether you've done the right thing and whether you're on the right path, but this is taking you into a whole new element of your life that's really, really positive. And if you've been through hard times, just brush that off, knowing that the opportunities are coming into you. Just keep having faith. Spirit, what else have we got for pile one, please? Okay, interesting. Make necessary sacrifices. So because you're applying a lot of energy to this, allow other things to just go on hold so that you can make sure you manage your own energy effectively. So you might have to say no to outings or to get-togethers or to other... Maybe... So it's important because we've got obviously about making sure that you're in balance here. But if you've got certain things that drain on you a little bit, whether it's certain people or whether you don't need to be spending your money on certain things at the minute, or you don't need to be spending your emotions and time on certain things this week, just put them on hold until a bit later, because sometimes we need all the energy we've got to birth our new way of being, our new project, our new business, our new thing into reality. When you have a baby, you're not on the phone counselling everybody else. You're kind of having that time to focus all your energy on that process. you know, when it comes to it, that you're about there and it's happening, and the new little one's coming into the world. So just keep that in mind. What else have we got for pile 1, please? That sounded like strengthen your gifts. Yeah, so this is really important. This is something that I've been in discussion about a great deal at the minute. In different cultures, in different countries, we all value what we do and what we're capable in different ways. So I was having a conversation about people in South Africa, people in Britain, people in America, people in Australia. We all kind of do things in different ways. So sometimes in Britain, we don't always really value, because we're quite humble and modest, and we worry about seeming like we're arrogant. But actually, it's okay to go, this is what I am good at. I am good at this, and I'm going to be honest with myself, never mind anybody else, but honest with myself, that what I do and what I am and, you know, what I create, whatever it is of great value because it's unique to me. Even if, say, you're making a pot and you're making it the same as somebody else is making a pot, what you create and what comes out of your mind, that is truly you, and that's unique to you, and it's special and it's important. So I want you to value all the good things about you. And if you want to work with me on that, I'm thinking of doing something around that even more, actually. So do feel free to get in contact if you want to be kept up to date with anything I'm doing workshop-wise, or courses and things like that around these things. And practice what you're good at to enjoy it as well. So I feel like I've given you a bit of a Merlin and King Arthur lecture there about know yourself, and because you're going to be wonderful. I'm getting you another card. I haven't said it out loud, but that's what's happening. Okay, yeah, nurture yourself first. So this week, pile 1, it is so important that you manage your energy effectively, because things are coming to fruition for you. Keep working, because at what you've been applying your energy to, brush yourself off, shake off any negativity, put everything else on hold that isn't going to support your energy and isn't going to support your outcome. This week it's important that you apply your energy to your goal fully, so that you can birth it into the world and have faith that it's still happening. Something beautiful soon manifests. Trust that all is unfolding in the most perfect way for you and all concerned. Have faith, and we've got that twice, and continue to hold positive and loving thoughts. A blessed gift is on its way. It is happening for you, but you need to make sure you put yourself first. Stop giving your energy away to other people just for this week at least, and focus on what it is that you're bringing into this world. I'm going to leave that with you, pile 1. If you liked this video, please do click on like and subscribe. Have a wonderful week. If you want to work with me, just check out the information that's in the description section. You can go onto my website and go onto the Let's Talk page. And if you're not sure what you need, just pick the I don't know option and fill in a bit about what's going on with you, and we can do, life coaching, intuitive life coaching. I'm a master practitioner of neurolinguistic programming as well, and all sorts of different things. It's all on my website, so go and have a look at that. And I wish you a wonderful week, pile 1. Ta-ta for now. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye. Hello, pile 2. A huge welcome to you today. I am Rosalind and this is Foxglove Coaching Spiritual Guidance. So I'm very excited about the way Spirit has presented this today because it's so interesting. So we've got the surprise card. I don't know what's under there yet, but let's talk about what's going on with sodalite first of all. So this is the sodalite crystal. It's very, very calming and really useful when you're doing meditation. It helps to calm the emotions and it helps to bring closer connections, which is interesting because it's coming with this card here, which is about connections between people, I believe. I've not read what's on the other side, but from the picture, we've got that love and two minds coming together, which is interesting because this also relates to the mind. And it also, sorry, as I'm just looking as we're talking, it also opens the pineal gland and the third eye chakra, which obviously there's a little point there on there where the third eye chakra is. So it's very good for anybody. This stone's very good for anybody who is feeling a bit oversensitive or who is very sensitive, and it can help to release core fears, phobias, guilt or control mechanisms that are holding you back. It really helps to enhance self-esteem and self-acceptance and self-trust, and it helps to bring up shallow qualities that can be accepted without being judged. So it's actually really fantastically helpful within connections and relationships. It's very much a stone about truth, helps truth come to light. And what I like here is that it's pointing into the clear quartz crystal, which applies additional energy to anything. So by using the qualities of this stone as I've just described, that's going to bring more positive energy with the clear quartz into your connections and relationships. So this might be about romantic relationships, it might just be about friendships and things. So let's have a look what this beautiful card look. I love this because it's the notion, for me, it's the notion of when you put your heads together. You know, when you put two heads together and there may be telepathic communication, happening. Oh, it wants me to read it over because it's chucked it over. Did you see that? So, I shall read this, then Spirit lets me delay no longer. Blessing from the Divine Mother. A previously closed door now opens. Oops. Okay, I'm going to include that because I have these earpods. If you've watched me before, I really struggle with them because they fall out. But when we get a song coming on mid reading like this, then I want to share what it is. And this one is called Distorted Desires, and it's all about different people falling in love and what's okay and what's not okay, and maybe judgments about the way we fall in love from outside beings, but that actually no matter who you love and no matter who you care for, the love itself is so important. And that's a song by Demi Marina. She's absolutely amazing. So I'll see if I can put it in the link. Anyway, a previously closed door now opens. This is a blessed and fortunate time for you, but be mindful, humble and grounded. Feel your connection to the earth. Feel her energy and love in your heart. And know that you are eternally blessed by the Divine Mother. Yes, I want to say, so this is for the week ahead. So if you allow yourself to nourish, nurture and feel love openly for whoever you want to, because I just feel like in the way that a mother would love you unconditionally, I feel like there's an element of unconditional love here, in the sense that you can feel love for whoever you want to, and you don't need to be guarded about that. Let's see what your surprise card says. Interesting. So we've got strength of character, and this is the gladiola. Now, I call these gladioli, I think. Is it a form of that? I have these in my garden. And what Luna does is she loves to go out there, and this is quite a snappable little thing here, and she snaps it off and then chews it up, which really upsets me right before the flowers bloom. So, and that's probably coming into this because you need to be aware that people may try and cut you down. People may try and stop you from doing what you want to do, or maybe negative, and this is saying strength of character and moral integrity. Character cannot be developed in ease and quiet. Only through experiences of trial and suffering can the soul be strengthened, vision cleared, ambition inspired, and success achieved. That's by Helen Keller. Wow, it feels like this week, Pal 2, that you're going to be going through things that it's important that you feel empowered, that you kind of have an indomitable spirit. So don't let anything shake you. Rely on the truth of who you are, the integrity of who you are, with love in your heart to get through anything that happens this week. And we're going to get more information. I'm going to put these over here because I am very curious to see what have we got coming up. I think I've cut this out of the frame. Hold on. What have we got coming up for Pal 2? So I'm just going to put those there so you can see. This feels like a very, feels quite, I've got a real strong feeling in my heart of empowerment. You know, like when you stand up for people who may have things happening to them that you don't agree with. There's defending yourself is one of the lowest forms of energy. Having to apologise if you've not done something wrong, having to defend yourself when people are criticising and things like that. But defending others, I don't know why this is coming up, but I'm saying it anyway, is very empowering because you can do it with love in your heart. And I feel like there's a bit of this coming up this week for you. But it's important to stay calm and to be... It's all about self-esteem, self-worth and self-acceptance this week, I feel. Communication, yeah, well, that ties in. So the way you communicate is important. Please try not to react in any way this week, Pal 2, because the communication that you've got to say is so important. And if you react emotionally to things, or you're seen as being oversensitive, you might not have the message that you want to convey received in the way that you want it to. So make sure that you're breathing and staying calm, and meditate if you need to on something before you say what you want to say, so that you can deliver it in a way that's more easily accepted to somebody else, so that they really understand. Because what's the point of communicating if they're not going to understand what you're saying? And to communicate effectively, you need to consider how the other party is hearing you. So as part of neurolinguistic programming, we consider whether people are more visually based, whether they're more auditory, whether they're more feelings based, or whether they like detail. So if you notice what matters to someone, so if there's someone who's very visual, you might talk in a way that they understand the visual aspects of it. So you might say, do you see what I mean? Or if they're more auditory, you might say, do you hear what I'm saying? So just consider those elements, that it's important to understand how the receiver is getting your communication. Oh, and look at that. And we've got justice. Oh, I love this. So the justice card, I wondered why we hadn't got it with what I was saying over there about, standing up for other people, whereas having to stand up for yourself is really, really difficult, and can put you into a lower form of energy, a victim mentality kind of. Even if you are a victim, you don't want to be in that victim energy, because it kind of reduces you down. You want to step into a more enabled, empowered energy, so that you can have your say. And then we've got the dreamer here, which is the Knight of Cups. So I feel like there's somebody involved, or you are someone who is more creative, romantic, has all sorts of ideas and different things. And this might be about how you get your ideas out there, or how you communicate what you want to do, and standing true to who you are this week, in a positive and empowered way, with moral integrity, so that you are truly seen and heard and acknowledged for the wonderful person that you are. That is what I want to say. So let me just get some more information. It seems like it's going to be quite an interesting week for you, pal, too. Spirit, can I have some more information about what's happening? Oh, interesting. Look, the walk away card's fallen out. So, leave the unhealthy situation and enjoy the new doors that open as a result. I feel like something else came up about doors. Doors. It did. A previously closed door now opens. So we've got doors there twice. So there will be opportunities for you in how you deal with situations this week, pal, too. Which is why you need to act with an indomitable spirit, which means remaining true to who you are, making sure that your emotions don't rule you, but that you've got the ability to calm yourself so that you can communicate effectively as a loving, gentle soul, and potentially, if something's not right for you, walk away from it rather than standing and trying to fight against it, because you don't want to be part of the drama. I feel like you're quite a sensitive soul. Don't buy into the drama too much. Just step away from it. This may be for the long term, or it may just be in the moment. If you encounter something that's doesn't feel right, just step away from it. Choose peace where you can, or if you're defending somebody else, help them to move away from it, so that you can gather yourself, so that you can calm your nerves, and so that you can walk through different doorways of opportunities. How very interesting, part 2. Spirit, what else have we got? Movement. Wow, pal 2, I've got a serious week coming up. This feels a big deal. So you'll start to gain control over your own emotions, which will allow you to make the right decisions, to move in the right direction that you want to move in, by really embracing who you are and honouring who you are. That will then enable you to make choices and decisions, and things will start to progress for you this week. I'm curious about what this is about. It might be, I'm guessing it must be different for all of you. But there will be movement this week in the right direction so you might be pushed to make a bigger decision because of what's going on. You might be pushed to leave a situation in a bigger sense that's no longer right for you, to walk away from a person maybe who's not being very nice to you, a group of people, a job, different things like that, whatever this relates to, so that you can be more independent and spend time with people who are right for you. Yeah, it's might be uncomfortable and might hurt you to step away from it's not necessarily going to be the easiest week for you, pal, too, because we've got strength of character coming up here, affairs of the heart. And just say it's not going to be the easiest week for you. This feels like that it's important for you to set your boundaries. And when we go through these things where we go, okay, this isn't all right, I'm not going to deal with this anymore. I'm going to step away from it. I'm choosing not to have this behaviour in my life by not engaging in it. That then puts a message out into the universe about what's okay and what's not okay. And when I used to work in the corporate environment, from a health and safety perspective, it was always, we were never to walk past something that wasn't right, because that was accepting it. And that was where it led to dangers. And this is the same thing here. This is a week for you not to accept what isn't okay with you, and to be strong enough to step away from it if it's not right for you, to put yourself in a different environment, to make different choices that are better for you, so that you're being kinder to yourself, so that your self-esteem grows. Sorry, Luna's just joined. I cut that out a little bit. Luna just barked a tiny bit there. So this is about making sure that your self-esteem grows, that your self-confidence, muster what you've got to move away and to make a decision about what is right for you. I just want to get another card. Oh, let's get one from a different pack. Hold on. Spirit, what else is happening for Pal 2 this week, please? Oh, how interesting. Peacock. Let yourself stand out and be noticed. Okay, so maybe there is an element of being loud about what's going on, to have your voice. One thing a peacock does, not only does it show itself fully, in all its beauty and all its glory. So here, where you may have been hiding yourself away a little bit because of your sensitivities or creativity, and just because you may be a bit more of an introvert, maybe, there's an element here where it's time to have your voice. Peacocks make a right noise, They're loud. They make a right noise. So it's for you. Find your voice. So part of the aspect of that is, well, it's bringing me back to Soda Light. See the truth and don't be afraid to voice the truth about what's actually going on. If there's any emotional elements that need healing, you can come to me. I can work with you on that. I can support you through that through therapy, life coaching, intuitive coaching, and spiritual guidance, different modalities. But it's so important this week for you to really own it, really, really own it. Own who you are. You know what I mean? Stand out and just be heard and be seen and be brave and be morally sound. Let me get you some Advice cards. Wow, pile 2. This feels like... It feels like a week where you'll do something that will change an aspect of you for the rest of your life. But no matter how big or small it is, it might just be a little thing for some of you in which you're saying no to something. You're saying, no, that's not okay. It might be something really big. But by setting those boundaries in place, you are making a difference to create a change in your life that will lead you to more happiness in the long run. Because the more we set our stall out and put boundaries in place and be clear and honest and truthful in alignment with our self-esteem and, like to fully empower ourselves, the more we'll find true happiness. Because you'll be living in alignment with your soul, with what's right for you, not ignoring your emotions, you're listening to them and acting on them in a positive and grounded way without reacting to them, because they're there to give you a message. All our emotions are there to serve us, to support us in guiding us along the road of our journey through life. Right, advice please, Spirit. Oh, interesting. Nurture yourself first. I got that in pile 1 as well. So, yeah, this seems like this is a week of ensuring that you're taking care of yourself physically, emotionally and mentally, making sure you're getting enough sleep, making sure, maybe, now I'm always on about the salt bath, bubble bath, pile 2. I love a bubble bath with Epsom salts and Himalayan salts and all that sort of stuff in it because it clears. It allows you to be held in the warmth of the water. It's all very positive, especially if you get some nice aromatherapy oils in there. I've got one that I use that's frankincense and rose. So rose opens your heart space, helps you connect to the heart of the matters, while also opening you up to spirit from the frankincense bit. Obviously you use that in church a lot because it opens your crown chakra and gets you to connect with the divine more. So that's a lovely thing to do. Right, what else have we got, please, Spirit? Yeah, golly gosh, pile 2, it's really shouting it out. I cannot deny it. Face your adversaries. Now, what's interesting is the 3 and the 8 comes to 11 is often about you looking at yourself. So, this is a big deal for you this week. By standing up for yourself, you're setting a whole new something in motion. It feels like it's a big shift within you, because once you've done it once as well, you've kind of got over a hurdle. That means you can do it again. Spirit, what else have we got for pile 2, please? Hold on, what else have we got for pile 2? Let me just make sure. Quietly serve, which is interesting because this one's about being loud. So that's interesting because it's all about sound. It's all about where you're quiet, where you're loud, where you speak, where you don't. Know that for me, the quietly serve one is about making sure that you focus on what the right thing is to do and from your heart space, rather than feeling self-confident, self-conscious and worrying about how you're perceived. So it's like if you're worried about, if your insecurities start stepping in, or imposter syndrome, focus on being a divine being of light, to help others, to support others, to stop focusing on yourself, really, is what it's about, because it's so that you can actually do what needs to be done in a positive way. I hope that makes sense. Right, I feel like I want to get another card. Spirit jump in. Let me get this. Here's another card I want, but I didn't use this in pile 1. So I've got another. These are shiny, look. I'll just get you one more card, pile 2, to do with advice. And particularly if you've got a question that you're wanting the answer to, pile 2. Just think of that now. So if there's something that you're waiting for to happen, it's all going to come to fruition within the next few months. So I was called to get this card for you. So there must be something that you need to know that's happening within the next few months that, I mean, crikey, look at that. That's like glory. Like things are going to come to fruition in the most wonderful, enlightening, abundant way within the next few months. So I'm going to pop that there for you as well, pal, too. I wish you lots and lots of luck this week. As I say, if you want to work with me, just check out the information in the description. Please do like and subscribe if this resonates with you. And I wish you a wonderful week. Take care, pal, too. Bye-bye. Hello, pal 3. Welcome to today's reading with me, Rosalind. This is Foxglove Coaching, Spiritual Guidance. I'm absolutely loving the feeling of your reading as I'm stepping into it. It feels so warm and nurturing, and there's so much love within this. And what's really nice is that we've got this feels like a very spiritual set if you've chosen this set of materials that I'm using today, pile 3. So we've obviously got the pink quartz, which is very much about love, self-love, bringing love into life. But we've got that alongside the amethyst crystal. I've still got the label on. I bought this in America when I was over there. And I love the detail of this amethyst. It's absolutely gorgeous. And this is one of the most spiritual stones that there is, and also brings love of the divine in. It's very protective, so I feel like we might be dealing with some very spiritual Foxglove friends in this reading, pile 3, and that's you. So shall we see what the cards have to say? Look how gorgeous that is. What's nice about this, actually, I'm going to read this from almost like an Orasoma perspective. The colours within this can often represent a new beginning in love. And because it's next to the pink quartz crystal, it might be a new beginning in self-love. The green often represents change, opening of the heart space. And then the yellow colours, the gold colours and the violet colours are all about they're complementary opposite colours, if I've not said that quite right. The purple and yellow on the colour wheel are the opposite of each other, so they do complement each other, and they're both about intuition and spirituality, and also bringing light into spiritual. It's a very spiritual feeling. So you might be either a very spiritual person already, pile 3, or this may be stepping up to a new higher vibrational level for you is what, in fact, I thought there's words on the other side. Let me have a look at what's on here. So this says a sea of blessings. The universe is a projection from within you, and you are a projection of the universe. You are vast space, and yet you are spaceless. You are a divine ocean of love, a sea of blessings. You are the wind of change that flows through life. Crikey, that is beautiful. So you may be starting to understand, or maybe you already understand, how you create your reality from what's going on the inside, which is a lot of the work that I do with people to help change neural pathways and patterns and clear out old limiting beliefs so that you can feel happier and more content and more joyful and spiritually aligned on the inside, which then is represented. Right, I'm going to cut that out. Apologies. Somebody came to the door right as I was getting into that energy. And what was interesting was it was some charity people for Action Against Hunger. And they were really nice, actually. And I don't know, somehow made me think that maybe that ties in with this. So just think if there's anything that ties in with that, I thought I'd share that with you. Maybe you're thinking of doing charitable work, or are doing charitable work, or working with people who have, you know, issues with hunger and stuff like that. But I will continue. So let's have a look what's on here. Anemone, anticipation. I felt like an arrow pulled back and ready to be launched into something big. Wow! Oh, maybe you're feeling the you know, the potential of the universe within you, because I feel like you're very spiritual, pile 3. I want to say that maybe there are things that are distracting you from your path as well, though, because weirdly I keep getting pulled away from this reading and having to keep pausing even. So I like to go with what's going on because it can be reflective of what's happening for you, which is interesting. So I'm going to pop these over here and we're going to have a look more, pile 3, at what is coming in for you this week. Okie dokie. So, Spirit, please can you advise? It feels, I like that. I've left that turn the right way up, but I'm going to turn that back to there as well so you can get that. Maybe there's an element of going to the sea this week for you, pile 3. I'm just going to put that out there in case that's relevant. So, interesting. We've got the 5 of Cups, which is hope. So sometimes that's about emotionally stepping away from something, whether it be a relationship or turning away from something that no longer serves you in the hope that something better is coming along. But let's get more information to see what's coming up so we can build a picture. Pile 3. So, Spirit, let's have some cards for pile 3. We've got King of Pentacles, Mentor. We've got Strength and Courage coming up. Spirit, let's see what else we can get for pile 3, please. Queen of Cups, Kindness, who is also the healer. So, Spirit, let's have a look what we've got coming up for pile 3 this week. I've got the Tower there, but it came out in reverse. So I'm going to put that there. So you may have chosen to step away from something that you have been working on a long time, or because you've been working steadfastly at something for a long time, you've had to be really strong going through this process, and there's something about healing here and being a healer or needing, being the healer yourself. But also upside down, the tower element is the dragon. You can see there's like a dragon coming out, which is about finding your passions. So maybe you've actually been in a position where you've been conventional, I want to say, and you've worked towards something from a conventional perspective for quite a long time, and you've realised that there can be more to life, but it takes a lot of courage to actually make changes and make shifts and things. And maybe this is why the anticipation is there. Perhaps it's coming up for you this week that you realise that a change needs to happen, whether it's that you want to become someone who does something that's more creative, more spiritually focused, or more in alignment with your heart space somehow. So it might be stepping away from an environment that is harsher, or from some people who are harsher, to start building something new. So quite often when the Tower card comes out, it's because things are falling down and breaking apart, and it's quite dramatic, so that you can build anew. Now, with it coming in reverse, I'd say you've already gone through the process of recognising that things need to fall apart, and you're now in the process of starting to build something new, or right on the cusp of that. So let me just get another card for your pile 3, and we'll see what's going on. So I feel like you know that you've worked with hope in your heart for something, and you've got the anticipation that it's coming soon. Just say, Spirit, what have we got for pile 3, please? Tortoise. You're too fragmented, so do whatever it takes to get grounded. That's interesting. So I think, and it says use both your intuition and your intellect to solve the problem or get answers to your question. So this week it's saying make sure you stay grounded, and I think that will help you to speed up a little bit. So if it's been a slow, steady process, which the King of Pentacles tends to suggest, you may find that if you make sure that you're grounded and that you're focusing on one thing at a time, you might be spinning too many plates, pile 3. And also, don't just live in your headspace. Make sure that you are, this week, make sure that you are focusing on your intuition, your heart space as well. So make sure to, I think it seems like it's important for you this week, pile 3, to ground yourself, breathe, take your time so that you can go faster almost as you start to go through the week ahead. Let me just get you some more advice cards. I want to turn this over again because I feel like, so just, this is so important. This I think this is possibly one of the most important elements within this reading for you, pile 3. What you feel on the inside is what you are creating on the outside. So if you've got issues that you need to deal with, if you've got limiting beliefs on the inside, make sure that you're acknowledging those and wobbling the edges of them to clear them as best you can. Like I say, you can work with me on that if you get in contact with me via my Foxglove Coaching website, so that you can achieve all that you want to achieve. So if things do start to go a bit strange in your outer reality, just consider what is that triggering within you. What is that What emotion is it bringing up for you? What is it? What memory is it bringing up for you? Because quite often we encounter things to help us heal. And by helping us heal from past hurts or past issues, that frees us then from that mentality and that issue, so we don't have to keep reliving those patterns, so that we can start to build a new world and a new life. Right, let me get some advice for you. Love your spirit. Yeah, absolutely. So make sure that you are loving yourself and accepting yourself exactly as you are. The good, the bad and the ugly, because it all goes through, we've come here to live an earthly life as spiritual beings, to learn the lessons, to experience all the different elements of what it is, of free will, of connections, all these different things from past lives into this life. If you've got, so just love yourself as you go through this process, and don't be too overcritical or too hard on yourself as things come up for you to resolve or face. This is, we end up going back to back with messages for some reason, so this came up in pile 2 as well. If you start to get anxious, you start to worry about anything, or if your brain's going at 1,000 miles an hour and you're trying to push things from all directions, take some deep breaths. Stop focusing on your own insecurities and allow yourself to be of service. Remember what you're doing this for. That's the key element this week as well, pile 3. Remember why you're doing this. There's the healing, the kindness element here. So and the fact that we just had the people at the door who were charitable and trying to help others, that was what they're presenting. I don't know who they really are, but essentially that's what they're presenting. So I think there's a key to remember what you're doing, the things that you're doing for, so that you can skip past your emotional issues or emotional upsets or fears or panic or lack of confidence, any of that. Just remember what you're doing this for. My foxglove friend. Pile 3. What have we got? Oh, we've got 2 stuck together. Yeah, okay, so keep to your commitments because it's important. So keep going, pile 3, with what you're doing. Don't go giving up because you feel like it's pointless or that it's too much or that you want to give up or anything like that. Honour what you've said you're going to do, because your reputation is also important and how other people see you. I always think credibility is hugely important. So if you say you're going to be somewhere at a certain time, be there at that time. If you can't manage it, then at least communicate the fact you can't manage it, so that you are credible as a person, so that people can believe in you, so that they know that you stand by your word, so that they know that you're not flaky. Make sure that you honour what you've said you're going to do. And then we've also got take the lead, which is interesting. So a very empowering. Interestingly, this is so interesting because the reading started off feeling uber loving and heart-centered and protective over the spiritual elements of who you are, over the soul and the self. There's a lot of love here. Maybe you have got a good strong sense of self-love coming in, and it's taking you into something that's quite needs the intellectual requirements putting into it while being in balance with the spiritual elements, and that can be a difficult balance, folks. If you are a healer of some form, if you're there to help people, if you're wanting to go into that, and it takes a lot of strength to keep committing to what you're wanting to do, to build something new. So I'm going to get you a final card, pile 3, and if you have any particular question in mind, this will potentially be an answer to it. So, Spirit, can we have... Oh, we're having 2 cards, are we? We're having 2 of these cards for you, pal 3. So, there's a golden opportunity coming your way. Or what you're asking about is a golden opportunity, and it's full of blessings and all good things, hugely abundant. But I've got another card. They've told me to do 2 cards for you, so you're extra super duper lucky, pal 3. Oh, there we go. Right, you don't need to worry. I like that. So please stop worrying. This is a golden opportunity. You're doing the right thing. Just keep progressing on. There's been quite a bit of this in different ways through all the pals this week, for this week's reading. So if you want to work with me as a coach, like I say, you can look that up and I can support you with what you're doing. But Spirit is saying, don't worry about things. This is a wonderful opportunity. Keep going. I wish you all the best of luck, pal 3. If this resonated, please do click on like and subscribe. And I will see you in the next reading. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.